In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto.
Question everything.
Trust nothing.
It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader, and we are here on a beautiful NFTuesday with some banger articles. We're going to have some fun talking about a little 5 ETH that I've been hearing someone is going to have the opportunity to win. So stick around. If you haven't found out about that, you're going to. So stick around. Miguelito, what is on the podium for this evening, brother?
Okay, well, on Theodon, we've got Apple saying, hell no, we won't go with NFTs. But we've got Reddit saying, you're missing out, my friend, because these things are popping off like hot tamales, right? And then finally, to cover it up all the way at the end, make sure you don't miss it, the opportunity on how you can get into this 5 ETH competition, right? It's life-changing money, guys. If you do the math, how much of that is right now is like 6,500?
7,500. We're almost at 1,500 right now.
Today.
That's right. We had a pump.
Yep. Right. 7,500 plus the potential it has to hitting new all-time highs, even previous all-time highs.
Yeah.
It's massive gains.
It's huge.
Right. Not everybody has 5 ETH in their portfolio.
Yeah. I actually was talking to another content creator just a little bit ago, and he was like, wait a minute, 5? Like, how are you going to do that? So we'll get into that later on. We'll kind of break that down for you a little bit, because I know some people have been asking, how are you actually 5 ETH is a lot, right? So we'll break all of that down for you. Make sure you guys smash the likes. We're really trying to push, obviously, to grow on Discord, Danger Close Alpha. You know what time it is, dangerclosealpha.com. Push the little link on there, the little robot looking link. So jump into the Discord. That is how you will get involved and have the ability to get in on the ability to get the 5 ETH. So make sure that you are in the Discord, active, and we'll get you into a faction war. Just need you to get yourself hooked up. You can ask a few people in the Discord, and they will lead, guide, and direct you in the right direction. Let's take a look at the market. I think for the first time in a long time, we might actually have some fun talking about
I heard we were back above $1 trillion.
A little birdie told me we are not there yet.
I was wrong. We've come back down. We were at like 20,300 or so.
Yeah. So 970.1 billion with the B dollars. It's up 4.21%. That's Bitcoin at 20,086 right now. That's up about almost 4%. ETH earlier today was up over 1,500. It was up almost 14% earlier today. It's up about 9% right now. So it's kind of chilled back out a little bit. BNB up 4.5%. XRP fam put them up 1.55%. Cardano,
my boy.
Cardano ripping up 12.52%, and then Solana at 9%, and Dogecoin rounding out the top 10. Just want to say a quick shout out, all you XRP lovers. We have got, if you're part of the XRP fam, we're going to be doing a little bit more content on XRP, so stick around, check that out. Obviously, you know what side of the street I'm on versus Miguel, but we will, we're going to get into it a little bit further. So stick around for XRP content throughout the week. Let's see here. Let's dive into it. Let's talk about Reddit. I actually know absolutely zero about what we're going to talk about here. So if you've ever caught Keeper speaking candid on something, you're about to catch it right now. Well, if you've seen any of my live streams on TikTok, you catch me candid all the time. But here we go. So, Reddit avatars explained. Why are these NFTs soaring in value? And here is, if I can get that out of the way, here is a few of the avatars. Okay, kind of cool. This reminds me of the what's the guy in Ninja Turtles where he's like inside the brain?
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's the guy
Shredder?
You got Bebop, Rocksteady. It's like Bebop and Rocksteady's like boss. Somebody tell me in the chat, what is the name of the big brain guy? And he's got a little somebody like operating inside his body. Somebody's going to tell me that in the chat. Somebody will remember. While some Reddit collectible avatars were available for purchase when the NFTs launched in July, many have also been distributed for free to social media sites' most active users. What are they? The NFTs are reaching a new audience, this time through Reddit. The social media giant's Reddit collectible avatars collections have stolen the crypto spotlight this week, racking up a combined $2.2 million in trading volume on the leading NFT marketplace OpenSea over the past 24 hours. After an initial release earlier this year in July, The avatars received little attention from Reddit users or the wider crypto community. However, in recent weeks, many active Reddit users started receiving collectible avatars for free. This, combined with several recently released Halloween-themed collections, has helped interest in the avatars grow. They're minted on the Polygon blockchain. Each Reddit collectible avatar can be used on the social media site as a user's profile PFP. Avatars also provide additional boons, boons? Is that really what that's supposed to say? Additional boons, such as the ability to mix and match clothing with other avatars and glow effect on the user comments. So I'm not a big Reddit guy. Okay. So I don't know a ton about Reddit, never been like heavy into the Reddit forums, whatever. What I think's interesting here is they started giving them away for free, and that caught people's attention. Danger Close Alpha started with the stimulus drop, which was a free mint, and a heck of a lot of people. We had 12, ETH of trading volume in, a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it was. A lot of people love free stuff. Speaking of free stuff, Danger Close Alpha also has a free mint coming up. That is going to be super exclusive. It's how you're going to be able to get access to, if you're not already in the faction war, the way that you're going to get in is through the free mint. So if you're not already involved, get yourself in the Discord. You need to get involved. That's how you're going to get whitelisted. Once you're whitelisted, you pick that NFT up, the freebie, and guess what? It's off to the races, baby. We got a competition, and somebody's going to get the opportunity to win 5 ETH. So stick around for that. Miguel, so do you think that the avatars are just dope, or is it that Reddit's never had them and now it's a flex just for their PFP to say, oh, well, I've got one? What do you think?
So I think it's an interesting thing that they did there, right? Because when you think about Reddit, what's the most popular thing that's happened recently? Wall Street.
Krang,
right?
Krang. His name's Krang. The guy in thank you very much, Sean. I see you. Or well, I don't even know who said it first. You're too young. Never mind. Yes, that's it.
I know
Krang.
Ninja Turtles, but I don't know that villain. I'm
gonna pull him up and I'll do a screen share for you. But continue telling me what.
But what I was saying was the most recent thing that Reddit is well known for right now, the past history, is Wall Street bets, right? What they did with GameStop, what they did against the hedge funds, right? And now that shows you the level of people that are there, which are people that are against the system, the people that want to regain power, which is kind of the ethos that crypto started off and now has evolved to the NFT space, which I've said on here multiple times before, right? NFT space is where the retail moves the market. And the fact that they got into that, right, they leveraged that and they got into it with a free drop and it started to blow up, shows that there still is interest. Meanwhile, there is a good community and a good utility behind it. And the utility behind Reddit obviously can take you very far if you're in the right communities.
Yeah, and I think it's more the first thing that you said, community. All of these NFTs are huge community based. Once you're in the community, it is a flex. It is a thing to be in, let's say, the Bored Ape community, or to have a Crypto Kitty, or to have one of the OGs in the crypto space, or just another project that's done really well. Here's Krang, by the way. You don't recognize this guy?
Oh, I do recognize him. That's right. That's right.
So I was thinking it's got the little brain inside of it, had the little guy operating inside. So at any event, good call on the Ninja Turtles there, guys. I know, bringing back some memories there. But yeah, man, I think that more and more communities are going to continue to go this route and have their own subset of, hey, this is our, and I think at some point it won't really just be like NFTs. It'll just be, hey, this is our collectible. This is
NFT communities are the fraternity of Web3, right? They're the fraternity of the 21st century. They're bringing that back. And the NFT itself, it is the badge, it is the key to enter this stronghold, this community. That's what it really is. And if you build a strong community, you can get a lot from joining one of these communities.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it'll continue to grow for sure. Let's talk about Apple. First of all, before we talk about Apple, let's make sure to smash the likes. If you are in the chat right now and you are mobile, just X out of the live chat. It takes 2 seconds. Smash the like. Come right back in. I promise we're not going to leave you. Make sure to do that for us, and follow us on Twitter. Both Danger Close Alpha and Debate Crypto OG, trying to continue to grow as always everywhere that we can. All right, let's talk about Apple. All right, let me zoom in here. Apple blocks using NFTs to avoid App Store fees. I've got a hot take on this one. All right. So Apple updated its App Store policy to restrict apps from using NFTs to incentivize users to purchase items or features the tech giant can't tax. Let me read that again. They restricted apps from using NFTs to incentivize users to purchase items or features that the tech giant can't tax. The Cupertino, California-based company charges 30% both on all purchases made on its app store and all money spent when using apps. In a recent update, they updated its policies to prohibit apps from using NFTs that include buttons, external links of other calls to action that direct customers to purchasing mechanisms other than in-app purchase. Real quick before I dive into because I've got a hot take on this. I've got Addison wants to say hi. Come here, Boogie. Let me say hi to everybody. Here. Addison wants to remind everybody: get yourself a hardware wallet. We've got a link down below the video for Ledger. So make sure to get your hardware wallet. It's definitely be your own bank. Say, get more ETH than me. Stack more ETH than me. Mwah. I love you.
Make sure you keep all that ETH safe is the real question.
Yeah, I know. After these exchanges are just making decisions off the cuff just to freeze it.
It's getting dicey out there.
Access to it. It's definitely getting crazy. Okay, so bottom line, this article, the whole thing says one thing. It says, if we can't tax it, if we can't make money on it, nobody's going to. So they're making 30% on anything that comes through the App Store. And so essentially what they were doing here is they said, hey, you cannot, okay, so let's say Debate Crypto or Danger Close. Let's say Danger Close has its own app on the App Store. So you sign in, you buy or get it for free, the Danger Close app. And then we say, hey, while you're here, if you were to buy an NFT or you were a holder of our NFTs that you can get wherever you got them, we're going to incentivize you by giving you 30% off on this. We're going to give you access to this. Basically, you're going to get a goodie bag or some sort of incentives for holding the NFT. Apple says no. Why do you think they say no? Plain and simple. They have no way for them personally to monetize it. I think it's crappy. I think that I don't own Apple, obviously. So I'm speaking just from a business owner's point of view. I get the basic idea. They're saying, hey, it's cutting us out. But is it? Because the question becomes, if used correctly and you sell NFTs,
they will come.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. So if you sell the NFTs somewhere else and you say, hey, you've got to jump on our app on the App Store. We got a lot going on over there. I feel like they're looking at this too much of a microscope. I feel like they're zoomed too far in, because if they zoomed out a little bit and looked what the NFT space is and is going to be, I think that 30%, though it's a huge number, I think that 30% could absolutely spill over and become more for them if they were willing to give it a little bit of time to grow.
The problem with Apple is, outside of what you said, which I completely agree, right? Everything's about microtransactions with applications, right? They don't want to make sure that you're doing a transaction and they're getting a piece of that microtransaction, right? You're making incentives to buy and sell stuff within your app, but it's connected to the Apple Store, yada, yada, yada. Outside of that, I think their problem is, and has been, is what I told you. We were having a conversation on the phone the other day, and I was telling you, Apple is super stringent on how they release apps, their standards for apps to being built, and anything that takes it outside of their guidelines is an instant hard no. It's like, oh, no, You're doing this, that takes you away from the app, that sends you over here to a website that does something else outside of our control. Nope, that's not going to be allowed. And it's for safety, right? And for their guidelines, yada, yada. But they're super stringent, right? Closed system, very difficult to please. And anything that you want to approve by them in the Apple Store takes weeks, and possibly multiple appeals, because you might not get it the first time, and you have to do revisions to your application and so forth. But I agree. I think that they can make a play easy in the NFT marketplace. They can create their own marketplace, right? And incorporate it into their Apple Store, where people are literally buying NFTs directly from their Apple Store. They can do it. I know they can. Whether they choose to or not, it's a different story, right? Liability purposes, especially if there's a project with a rug pull, yada, yada, yada. How they're going to be able to project their Apple standards onto the NFT space would be probably very difficult, practically impossible. And I think that's why they shy away from it. But if they were to create a standard of some kind and say, hey, if you want to be on this marketplace, you got to hit X numbers, X stats, whatever, and then start converting top tier projects that are not rug pulls, that are more if anything were to happen, Apple can go after them in some kind of way somehow. Then I think they can start moving into the NFT space and making it easier adoption, right? Buying directly on their Apple store, which gives access to a ton of people because everybody almost in the entire world is using iPhones. Yeah, they can make a move.
And what if, let's take it another step further. What if Apple said, hey, we are releasing, it's just going to be an Apple. It's going to be the logo, right? Just to stick with their branding. We are releasing an Apple NFT. And if you own the Apple NFT, they figure out what that dollar amount is to get it. If you own that Apple NFT, anything and everything on the App Store for a certain projected amount of time, however they figure that out, is X amount of percent off, right? You get a big percentage off and maybe you get an incentive for something else. I think there's so many different options with the NFTs that they will end up in the space. I think right now they're just trying to shield and protect themselves from not being able to capitalize on what other people do and the moves and plays that they make. So we'll see when that happens. I know it will happen. I pay a lot of attention to Apple stock because of the biggest business in the world, effectively by market cap. So you definitely pay attention to them. And as it relates to that, speaking of charts, if you're not following our boy Frankie Candles over on Frankie Candles YouTube over on BitBoy Crypto, make sure to check him out. Frankie's been growing like wildfire. His TA is the same thing. Wildfire, bing bong. Make sure to check out Frankie Candles. Be part of the Candle Mafia Monday through Friday, 5:45 to 7:30. So Candle Mafia, if you're in the house, what is cracking? All right. So all of that just to say, if you haven't smashed the likes, smash the likes. If you haven't got in the Discord, get in the Discord. If you're not in our Twitter, get in our Twitter. These are all simple requests. Miguel, talk to me about, I know we can't give all of it away, but can we sprinkle just a little bit on what the competition, maybe just a little piece of what the competition might look like? I'm putting you on the spot because I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this.
So it's simple, right? You got to get into the free mint. You get into this free mint, right? You're going to get an opportunity to join this competition. You'll be able to join into a faction, so forth. Getting into the whitelist for the free mint is not hard. It's very simple. The guidelines are in the Discord. Jump into Discord, look at the announcement channels, and you'll see it there. Outside of that, competition, like we've said before, it's going to take strategy. It's going to take teamwork. But yet again, only one person will take the ETH home.
There can be only one.
So you have to work to a team as a team and have team effort until you're no longer a team, right? You got to remember at the end of the day, only one person takes it home, right? There's going to be a lot of plot twists here and there. There's going to be a lot of pressure coming different ways. It's going to be something very different than anything that's ever happened in the Discord at all. If you were there for the first cipher, right, you kind of saw a lot of misdirection. You saw a lot of chaos going on. So imagine that, but tenfold, right? Because now there's 5 ETH on the line, and there's going to be some big consequences for some people that, maybe go outside of the rules, or maybe, don't do things certain ways. There's going to be pits. Huh? Go ahead.
I said they're getting creative.
Oh yeah. There's going to be traps, right? Sometimes we're going to be set up, and you're going to fall into a trap. And it's going to cost you, right? Maybe you'll see the trap, and then you'll push another faction into that trap and be like, sucker, and then they're done that round, right? So there's going to be a lot of different things that are going to be set up for you, an opportunity. You're going to have to work as a team. Maybe you'll have to throw some people of your own faction down the pipeline, right, into the trap, under the bus, and say, sorry, guys, but I'm trying to take this ETH home.
Miguel, we got to figure out what's up with that. I've had multiple people telling me that invite is expired. I had them tell me today on the live stream. Now it's Visionary Vet saying it. Like, we got to figure out something with that. I'm just throwing it out there. We got to fix that. However, whatever it is, let's figure it out. I don't know why. I can click it. I've seen other people click it. I've said multiple people say it's expired. We will fix it. Visionary
People
vet.
are joining every single day with that.
No,
link.
I know they are.
Like,
I know they are. So Visionary
know.
Vet, let me toss you a little bone here. Go on to Debate Crypto OG and look at the last tweet that I put out. It has the link for the Discord. I put that in there today because of that exact issue. And Kenton grabbed it. Highlander. Good work. F, you got it as well. There can be only one Highlander. Do you even know that show, Miguel? No? Yeah, too young for that too.
Not that old.
That's a good show though, I got to tell you. That's why when I said it, I thought I was being funny, but then I was like, he's not even going to get that. Okay. But yeah, so go over to our Twitter, Debate Crypto OG. I've got that there, and then we'll figure out what's going on with that. I want to say that also another little piece of the puzzle is that it's not just going to be us. There's going to be other content creators involved, and I'm excited about that part too. So you guys are just going to have to really be on your toes and be paying attention.
Oh, we can tell them about that. We can actually tell them about that right now.
All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be highlighting another content creator. So basically, it's going to be broken down into 5 weeks. Okay. Each week, a separate content creator is going to be highlighted. Okay. Now you have each of the different factions. Okay. You guys are all going to be working together to figure out a puzzle, and a content creator, whichever one is highlighted that week, at some point that week on somewhere within all of their content, they will be releasing a clue. And you're going to need, listen, you have to have that piece of the puzzle. You can't do it without it. You can't guess. There's not, oh, I see what I'm missing. I got it. I'm telling you, purposefully, you're going to have that. You're also going to have some other pieces. We're not going to tell you all of it right now. But one of the things is going to be so for example, let's say we've got Ben on board, right? And so all week you guys are watching BitBoy, right? You're watching his live stream, you're watching his short form content, you're maybe in the Discord, whatever the case may be. Y'all got to find the clue. And he's going to toss it out there. And whenever the clue is pushed out, you will know that it is the clue. Like, it will be said, it will be stated, hey, if you're here for the faction war Danger Close Alpha, here's the clue. We're not going to make it like cryptic to where you have to like sit there and take notes for the whole. You just got to watch, right? So I'm excited about that. I think the other content creators are excited too. We've been talking to them. Guys, it's going to be fun. Just stand by. We've talked about having some fun before. But this right here, if this isn't fun, I quit. I just quit. I'm giving up. I toss in the towel. Gone. So, yep. All right. Well, Crypto Fam, listen, I'm excited about what's coming up. I know Miguel's excited. We've got a lot more content that's going to be coming your way. We're starting to chop up some more shorts. We've got some more content that's going to be coming your way on YouTube and on TikTok. So make sure that you're paying attention, following us on all the socials. If we can do anything for you, if you have any suggestions, anything, make sure to throw that out to us. And I want to remind you, the first part of the war, well, I guess technically it's the second part of the war, is going to be the end of, are we going to end at the end of this week, Miguel?
At the end
maybe
of
the start of next week.
It's like about being halfway through next week or so.
Okay. So make sure that you guys have your presentations together. Less than 5 minutes on the presentations. Some people have been doing really well on the Twitter posts. So shout out to all of you doing Twitter posts.
Yes.
They've been banging out. I like it. I like it. I like
the drunken merchants, the shadow hunters. They've been stepping it up on Twitter, dude. They've got tons of posts. I mean, like I have a backlog on how many posts they already have lined up. Just like, hey, post this one. Hey, post this one. There's gonna be one coming out right after this show for the drunken merchants, so everybody stay tuned for that as well. I mean, they've been picking it up. I think we're gonna have a new faction winner this round. I don't think the naked medics are gonna take it this time.
Did y'all hear that?
I'm just throwing that out there. They've been slacking.
Man, the medics, you just got called out. And listen, the engineers, y'all got to step it up, get it rocking, get it rolling. I'm not hearing your name very much recently, so get it on. Let's have some fun. Crypto Fam, we love you guys. We appreciate you for being here. You could be anywhere, but you are with us for NF Tuesday. So we hope that this was of value to you. If we could do anything for you, reach out to us. Jump in the Discord, get involved, question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.